Alright, what's up YouTube and my Twitch followers, the very few of you that there are. I told you guys I'd be doing a Vegas vlog, and here it is. This is day 1.5-ish or so. We got in last night. You'll see all of it in this video that you're about to watch. But I just wanted to say thanks for all the good lucks before I came here. Sorry I wasn't on Twitch too much before this Vegas. I just had to work a lot and stuff like that. Be warned, the quality isn't the greatest. It is on my phone. I don't actually have a vlogging camera. The editing is probably pretty bad too because I didn't actually edit anything. I kind of just threw it all together. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Thanks for the support, and yeah, have fun watching me in Vegas. Alright guys, we just landed in Las Vegas, safe and sound. 4-hour flight. Me, Danielle, and Sandy. We are safe and sound. We are gonna go check some signs to see when another flight comes in. And then we're gonna head to Planet Hollywood, where we'll be staying. And then I think we'll be staying, maybe be staying at the Aria halfway through the week. But for now, we're gonna head to Planet Hollywood, get some food, relax. It's kind of late, but it's not too late for Vegas, so we'll see. We'll see what we'll get up to tonight. So it looks like my friend's flight isn't going to get here till midnight. It's like around 10 p.m. now, so probably not going to wait around the airport for 2 hours. So I'm just going to head straight to Planet Hollywood, drop off her stuff, and maybe get something to eat. Probably won't be doing too much gambling today. I don't know, maybe I will. I should pace myself. So, I don't know. I really want to just play poker. I don't know if I want to actually play. I'll probably play some craps and blackjack. But, we'll see. I won't do too much gambling today. I got a whole week of that, so maybe I'll save some time to gamble later. But we'll see. But yeah. So I'll see you at Planet Hollywood. We finally made it to our room. It's about 11:47 here at Planet Hollywood in Las Vegas. Room's not so bad. We got, it's actually, the design's pretty sweet. We got some nice 2 queen-size beds there. The view's pretty good. Well, not good, but views somewhat decent. I don't know if you guys see that. And check out the alcohol we got for the week, or I don't know, for however long it lasts. Not too bad. Should be good enough to get us get a nice buzz going. Yeah, so we're probably gonna relax in the hotel for a bit, chill, maybe grab something to eat, maybe play some blackjack. Who knows? But yeah, hopefully this will be the start of a great week. I knew I said I wasn't gonna gamble tonight, but we got a little beer in us, and my friends are gambling, so we decided to just drop $100 on Pi Cow. And kind of like back and forth, just playing with $100, betting $25 hands. Then we were about to go eat, so I said, screw it. I went all in, $100, and I won. Woo! $100, baby. Woo! Canadians and I are hungry, so with my $75 of winning, we're going to the Gordon Ramsay restaurant. Woo! We are at the Gordon Ramsay restaurant. We just ordered the F burger. Our waiter suggested the F burger. It's an expensive burger. It's like grade A meat. It's supposed to be the bomb. I also got truffle fries, which are probably the best fries I've ever had in my life. But yeah, we're about to dig in. Check it out.
You can go ahead and just...
Craziness. It's expensive, but we're in Vegas, so we're going big. Alright, so as I think I said earlier in the video, I was going to play in a poker tournament. It ended up being a $80 tournament, $1,500 guaranteed. I think by the time I got there, it started at 10 a.m. I woke up around like 8. I think we went to sleep at like 4. So I wasn't tired, surprisingly, but I only had like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. But I went down. I late regged. I registered at 11. Late registration ends at 12. So when I got there, the blinds were 200, 400. We start with a $12,000 stack, and there's 33 people. Four get paid. The winner was around like 900 and something, and then it goes down 900, 500, 300, and then 150 or something like that. But yeah, so we get there with our 12,000 chips. I think I played an early hand just to get myself into the game, and I kind of donked off like 4K chips. So I was down to like 8,000 like right off the bat. It was kind of stupid, but whatever. I waited around, just folding a lot, and then eventually I found a spot where I had ace jack. At this point, the blinds are 300, 600. Somebody raised, so there's somebody in the middle position that raised for 1,800. The seat besides that guy calls. So there's already about 4K in the pot, and I have 8K behind. I say, screw it. I shove. Actually, it's more than 4K because the blinds are still there. So I just shove for my 8K. It folds around. The raiser folds, and then the guy who called his raise, he calls me with 9-9. I hit an ace on the flop, and I double up. Boom, right there. I was just over around 16K, so 16, 17K. So that wasn't so bad. All right, yeah. So I'm about 16K chips, maybe a little bit more, 16, 17, 18K. And I have a hand on the button, king, queen, 2 limpers. I'm reading it on my phone right now. I was trying to take a bunch of notes and stuff like that while I was playing. I only got a few hands in because it got a little too distracting because I kept playing so many hands. But I'm just going to tell you guys the hands that I did record at least, and then I'll tell you guys how it went down. But yeah, so I had king, queen on the button. There was 2 limpers on the 600 blind. The guy beside me here, he raised to 1,600. I called, and then the 2 others called. The flop comes up king, queen, jack, 2 diamonds. It checks to the raiser. He throws out like 1K, which is such a small bet. So I re-raised him to 3,500. Folds around to the other 2 fold. Comes back to him. He calls. A 4 of clubs comes up, so now it puts 2 different flush draws, the club draws and the diamond draws out there. He checks to me, and I figured he's probably weak, or maybe on a draw and doesn't want to play it. So I just shove for 10K. He folds, bada bing, bada boom. Now I'm up to 25K at that point. From there, it was really just a lot of bluffing. Like, these people it's not like online when you play. They're more afraid to be in pots. It seems like I raised, they never defended their blinds, they let me steal their blinds. They would raise like pre-flop, then not continue, and I would continue, they'd fold. So it was really strange to me the way they were playing. But yeah, they just kept folding to me, giving me hands. I bluffed a lot of hands. It got up to like 30, 50K. I did hit some cards, but I did bluff a lot for like in some big pots. So I ended up with about 50K when the break happened. We had like a 10-minute break. I looked at the other 3 tables, and I'm pretty sure I was chip leader at that time. It didn't look like anybody had too many chips. But yeah, so it wasn't so bad when I went to the break. Let me see what else hands we had here. Yeah, it looks like it's a lot of bluff hands I have written down here. There was actually one part where I had pocket 9s and the guy raised a lot pre-flop. I called. Flop came up like 5 high. He bet big again, and I was like, ugh, I don't want to get in a big pot with him. I call. 10 hits the turn. He checks, and I'd elect to just check because I don't want to inflate this pot anymore. River, a 9. I had pocket 9s. He checks again. I put in a raise, and he's like, ugh, and he was like grueling over it. He was like, that's such a good raise, that's a good amount, and he was like debating, and eventually he showed me he had pocket 8s, and I was like, yeah, whatever. I showed him 1-9, so I just rivered him, but I didn't show him I had a set. But whatever. So by the time the break hit, there was 18 people left. I had 54K in chips. I'm pretty sure I was chip leader. And remember, top 4 get paid, so still a lot of this tournament to go. Actually, the tournament was only 3 hours, so it actually wasn't so bad. But yeah, but when we got back from the break, honestly, I wrote here, nothing to note, because all I was doing was just bluffing and stealing blinds. And I did that up to 80K in chips. And then boom, there's 10 people left, and we're the chip leader at the final table. And I was like, what? I didn't really catch any hands really. I was just bluffing a lot of hands, and I ended up just stealing a lot of blinds that nobody protected. Like I don't know, they just let me take the blinds every time. Let's see. Oh, this one was a big pot that I won. That put me. I think this put me over like 100K because I don't know. I just felt he was weak, so he raised pre-flop, and he raised pre-flop. I think the blinds were maybe like 1K, 2K, and he raised up to like 6K. And I was on the big blind with 4 or 5 like offsuit, but I always defend my big blind. So he raises 6K. I call for another 4. The flop comes up ace 9 5 rainbow. So I have bottom pair. The ace is kind of scary, but I don't know. He felt like he was kind of. I don't know, I just didn't believe him. Maybe he had like a high pocket, but I think he was afraid of the ace. But he just kept raising. He raised the flop. I floated him. I called. Came up a king on the next one, and I was like, all right, well that might have hit him now because I'm thinking maybe he has something in that range, like king queen or I don't know. I actually thought I put him on a pocket like tens or jacks or queens or something like that the way he was playing, but I felt like I could bluff him out of this pot. He raises again. I tank for a little bit. I tank and then I float. I just call. Now river comes another ace, and now I'm like, okay, he definitely doesn't have that ace, and he's definitely scared of that ace. I'm thinking maybe he's putting me on like a ace weak kicker, and that's why I just keep calling. He decides to check, and when he checked, I was like, oh, he's so done. So I just said, screw it. I shove all in, and he thought about it, and kind of like did one of those, and like threw his hand away, and I was like, oh my god, I just took, and it like gave me such a big pot. And after that, it was pretty smooth sailing from there. I remember, I think I had one more hand. It was a king. I had king. Guy limps in from the button. I shove. He calls with 7s. We take him out of the tournament. Now there's 7 people left. 175K in chips. I'm like the overwhelming chip leader. It was quite nice. My friend that was playing in the tournament too, she came in, like she was still in it. And but top 4 get paid. She ended up coming in 6. But yeah, it's whatever. She came in 6, and but when we were top 6, they wanted to make a deal. They were like, "Oh, do you guys want to just all chop it? Everybody gets 300 bucks or so, like something like 300 something." And I'm looking at my chips, and I'm looking at theirs, and I'm like, I don't know, guys. And then they kept like pressuring me because I'm kind of I'm like a quieter guy. I'm like a nice guy, so I'm not really aggressive when talking on the table and stuff like that. And they kept kind of like, oh, come on, just do it. Let's just, you don't want to be greedy. You could lose all those chips easily. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you guys are not going to beat me. Screw you. But then my friend was like, they knew that I would, like, she's more aggressive than me, and they knew that I wouldn't, I'm too nice, whatever. So they were like, no, who cares? No deal. And she was kind of like protecting me in a sense because she knew I could win. So she's like, no, who cares? No deal. But we ended up making a deal where at least 5th and 6th got their money back for the tournament. So I was okay with that because I'm not really greedy. I don't really care. So my friend ended up busting in 6 because she got her money back for the tournament. Somebody else busted. I busted the other guy. So now there's final 4, and we're playing. And I'm still like I have pretty good chips. One person has a decent chip stack, and then the other 2 are whatever. Like they couldn't cripple me. Like he could cripple me, but them 2 could they'd have to beat me twice to cripple me or so. And but yeah, I came to final 4, and I told them before when we were talking about the 6 that I wanted at least 700 because I figured if I made top 2, I was going to chop it anyways with that person, like 900, 500, and we just go take 700 each. I was fine with that, and I guess the guy, he remembered me saying that, so he just mentioned while we were playing, he's like, do you guys want to just give him the 700? Because I guess he wanted to go. He wanted to play something else, like another tournament. He's like, want to just give him the 700, and we'll each take like 3. Again, I don't know how they still only got 3, but they were getting like 350 each. And they were like, humming and hawing. They're like, okay, fine. So, but then they ended up giving me 800 somehow. I don't know how that worked out, but I ended up with 800 bucks. But yeah, I won the tournament. Oh yeah, shit, I was trying to make it a cool surprise. I kind of ruined it there. But yeah, so first Las Vegas tournament, $80, 33 people. I think the prize pool was up to 2,000. And I took first place for $800. And the tournament only took like 3.5 hours, so not so bad. We are running pretty good in Vegas. But yeah, so that's my poker story. Hopefully you guys, this will be the end of this vlog. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it on maybe in the beginning of the video, or I'll just mention it again. I'm going to try having at least 2 more vlogs for Vegas, hopefully with good poker stories. I know the quality's pretty shit because it's on my phone, and it's not the greatest, but you know, it can only get better from here. For all you Twitch guys, thanks for all the good luck wishes before I left. Sorry I hadn't been on for like a couple of weeks. And yeah, thanks for all the support on Twitch. Hopefully this YouTube thing goes good. I'm not sure what kind of content I want. Like, I want to play poker a lot, but I'm not sure how much poker stuff I can do on YouTube. I'm not sure what kind of content I want to do, but I do like doing this whole vlogging, YouTube, recording stuff, and I enjoy Twitch, so hopefully I can do both of those. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, stay tuned for the other 2. Peace!